In today's abandoned video, we are venturing within Stockport's Dodge Hill air raid shelter, one of 4 underground tunnel systems made for civilian safety during World War II. The network of cover could accommodate over 2,000 people and took a year to construct, protecting inhabitants from nightly bombings between 1940 and 1945. Join us as we attempt to experience what it was like to be shuttered below ground, unknowing of what your world would look like when you return to the surface.
Remember to click subscribe and press the notification bell to never miss a video.
In our last video, we asked the question, should it be an offence to switch on the electricity in an abandoned building? We had various responses, but we've selected this one from Simon, who thinks it is okay to turn on the power in order to document the place's history. The cost of temporarily turning on the lights for a few scenes is fairly small, as we have found out. This week we are asking, would you be interested in seeing more underground sites on the channel, such as mines, drains and tunnels? Let us know below to be in with a chance to be featured in our upcoming episode. On the outskirts of central Stockport lies one of its forgotten World War chambers, half of which have been sealed off for decades. It is likely that if you are from this part of the country, you have driven past the infamous tunnel system without knowing its position. To remain undetected, we chose a midweek night to visit the complex, and we're grateful to find the small entrance hall that we've been guided to still open. Squeezing through the awkward gap, the sounds of traffic quickly died out, replaced by muted noise of dripping water and our own footsteps echoing around the shelter.
Jesus. This one is almost scarily like the air raid shelter we did in the past. It's actually identical. Some remains of bed frames there, all burnt up. I think that's a toilet as well.
In 2018, we visited Brinksway air raid shelter, also in the same town, which is what we compared Dodge Hill to throughout this feature. Although very similar, the slight differences, including our refined filming approach, makes the bunker worth a video.
Probably the exact same sort of beds we saw in the other air raid shelter. Made with the cheapest material, because at the time everyone would have been struggling and they needed hundreds of these, or millions, across the country. I reckon there'll be some that aren't tipped over.
6 miles south of Manchester, 4 sets of tunnels began to get dug out in September 1938, with the first one opening on the 28th of October 1939. The red sandstone brick underneath the town centre made for an ideal material, easily chiselled into to create the lengthy network that spanned over a mile. Dodge Hill specifically had the capacity for 2,000 people, which was relatively small in comparison to the others. To this day, Brinksway shelter remains vacant too, with Chestergate being run as a museum since 1996.
Men's. Glad that everything's signposted. I remember in the toilets of the last one we did, they were nowhere near as good condition as this. You can actually see the cubicles. That shows you when the last person was in here. So rusty. You have to take a look at some of the things you just walk past in other abandoned buildings in this one, because there's barely anything in here, apart from like the history. It's really cool that in other air raid shelters you'll see the material they've kind of put in place, but this is literally just the rock that they've cut into to make these spaces. Like a cave. As if someone slept inside with the tent. Looks very old though, because it has that light green marker.
As we progress deeper and deeper into the confusing layout of the tunnels, twisting and turning below a large housing estate overhead, we discovered more beds and artefacts, some that are unrecognisable of their former use due to being neglected in the shelter since the war. Out of the abandoned air raid shelters in the country over the years, Dodge Hill has been considered one of the easiest to access, therefore signs of illegal raids and squatters weren't surprising. For example, back in 2013, 2 youths became trapped inside the tunnels for 3 hours, causing enforcements to visit the site and rescue them. Only 1 year later and 35 firefighters arrived to extinguish a huge blaze underground, probably ignited by rough sleepers. It is no surprise that the shelter has been recently enclosed after our visit, with the danger it possesses and the vandalism it has endured, both reasons to why we aren't concealing its location.
The bits of turf that they were buried into have started to come up, and that's the reason why they're tilted. It's the only real decay that can happen, I guess.
Post-war in 1948, the shelters were sealed off from the public and possibly remained secure for many years. It is only the recent 21st century curiosity that has brought a high-quality documentation of what lies inside.
Oh, this looks cool. This is one of the entrances. Wow. Didn't expect this to be here, to be honest. It's a lot more grand than the other one, which I believe was just ladders. And they wouldn't need a staircase to go up. I think that was the least of their concerns though.
The entrance staircase to the shelter was a unique attribute that Brinksway failed to have, despite being much larger than Dodge Hill. Although we can't confirm, we think it would have led up to the residential area at the top of the hill it is buried into, which makes sense as the shelter would have been built near to people it was designed to protect.
Jesus. A lot of litter and waste in here. But I can imagine from an outsider's perspective this would probably be quite fun. There's an underground rave spot. It's in better condition in terms of the structure than the other one, but because it's easier to get into, more people have been in. I remember there was water damage in a lot of the last one and bits had fallen down, but in here it's mainly intact. Look at that.
It's like the shell of a camera.
After experimenting with many different torch methods to light up the shelter, we figured our time had come to make leave and we soon exited. Hope you enjoyed a short tour into a historically fascinating system. It's hard to showcase the shelter in a lengthy fashion, so we apologise for the shorter video this time round. It is uncertain what can happen to the property as there aren't too many possibilities. With Chestergate's tunnel system thriving as a successful museum, it doesn't seem like Dodge Hill could catch up, and we guess it will stay in the same condition for years to come. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like to show your support and subscribe to never miss a future upload. Here are some of our photographs from the abandoned air raid shelter. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we post images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We were asked a few months ago to show more military related structures, so we hope this satisfies that desire. We have more to come soon. See you next time.